What's up guys, it's your boy Curt, coach of the East Coast Bishar, bringing you week 5 of APA Academy versus Sir Jorge and his Santan Eggys. We're just getting straight into this. I'll go over the team when we get into the team preview. We've been having a few problems getting this connected. Just a lot of disconnect when we've been trying to get into this. So we haven't even seen who's leading with what. It's just been disconnecting straight away. I think the furthest we've got is selected our teams and seen the trainer cards. So I already know what he's got. We've got Flygon, Liepard, Jellicent, Bronzong, Orbeetle, and Dracozolt. I am bringing the Assault Vested Conkeldurr to be able to switch into the Jellicent and stuff. Bulk up Roost Corviknight, because outside of Jellicent he doesn't really have many switch-ins to that. Scarfed Arm for pivoting. We've got a Calm Mind Prim because that allows me to beat everything that isn't Dracozolt. Just a Toxic 3 attacks, Snorlax, and the defensive Claydol with enough speed to outspeed his Dracozolt. So I'm going to leave with Dom. Gives me the pivoting momentum. If he leads with Jelly, I can go out into Prim and try and bait the Dracozolt in. So we'll see what happens here. So we got Jorge here. His team was really scary to prep for. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not like prepping for this. Not at all. Okay, so we get straight into it this time. No lag. So he's gonna leave with a Liepard. So that could be annoying if he's Thunder Wave. But I also don't really have anything that wants to be getting Thunder Waved unless I am Guts Conk, so I might go into Conk. I might just hard go into Conk, so if he does para me, he doesn't really have a knockoff switch then. Just because I'm Guts boosted, so he doesn't have anything. Yeah, he is Thunder Wave. That's exactly what I thought he would be. Really nice, giving me that turn 1 is really nice. He doesn't have a switch into this now. He is Gigantamax Orbeetle, which could be a problem, but I don't think it will be. Not with what I've brought. I'm hoping anyway. So he's gonna switch out into the Jellicent. So I'm just gonna go straight for the knock, and we're gonna almost kill that thing in one hit. So he was Rocky Helmet. Nice to be able to get that chip out of the way. I'm just gonna go for another knock. I don't really lose anything here by having to deal with another knock. So here's Strength Sap, okay, so that's really annoying. But this allows me to go out into my Snorlax and fire off a Toxic. So we're just going to knock again with the Guts boost, doing about almost 50%. That's really, really nice actually, getting that chip damage. Conkeldurr -1 with Paralyzed to the Jellicent. Why is everything at level 100? This is I don't know why my import's level 100, but anyway. So if he doesn't have lefties, that means that he's to be taking that much. He has to be offensive. He has to be Phys Def, sorry, not offensive. Yeah, he's Phys Def to be taking that much from -1 Conk. So we're just gonna go straight out into Lax, and I'm just gonna fire off a Toxic. Or I might actually, no, I think I have to go for the Toxic, as he does go for the Shadow Ball, so that's really nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna fire off the Toxic here, just because I don't think this thing can actually touch me unless he maybe burns me, but Snorlax is basically here to fire off Toxics. And if he does burn me, well, that's fine. I didn't really have anything to hit this anyway, but being able to get Toxic Chip on this thing would be huge. If he does go Zong, I do have Darkest Lariat to be able to hit that. It won't be doing too much if he's Fizz Def, which I feel like he might. I don't know if he probably will be. But if he's full Fizz Def, I do about 29% with this spread to Fizz Def Snorlax. So what do we got? What do we got? He does switch out. He does go into. He goes into Flygon. Interesting. Very interesting. We're just gonna fire off the Toxic. Getting off that Toxic is huge. It tells me a lot about. So he's probably not got. He's probably Dragon Dance. Yeah, he's probably Dragon Dance here. So I think I have to go for Body Slam. Yeah, I think I have to Body Slam. I don't really have any way to just hard switch into this. No, he's just going to fire off the Earthquake. I did EV to live this easily. So he's Life Orb. He's Life Orb, that's really nice to know. Being able to find out that he's Life Orb. Yep, that is jolly damage to be putting me down to 166. It's jolly Life Orb. That Toxic damage racking up is going to be huge. So we're going to actually go out into Beyblade here, and I'm going to get my rocks up. I'm just going to get my rocks up. This is basically here to switch into this. Okay, so he does go for the U-turn, taking more Life Orb chip. We do take that very nicely. He could go into Dracozolt here, or he could go back into Jelly. If he goes back into Jelly, I'll just go back out into Snorlax, maybe. He could go Liepard. That could be an option for him, but if he does go Liepard, I'll just go Conk. Because I get to fire off a free knock again. Jellicent can't switch in safely. So yeah, that was really nice being able to get that Toxic off, weakening the yeah. So he does go into the Liepard. So I'm just gonna go back out into Conk, and then I'm gonna make the double into. I think Primarina would be the play. I think maybe doubling into Prim when I go Conk. Just to try and bait. What are we trying to bait? Are we trying to bait the Dracozolt in? Because I do have sub to sub on the Jelly. So I could sub on the Jellicent. Which would be really, really big. So he is just going to go for the knock. But I don't think he has any other real option because he doesn't. He needs this to speed control. He has to be able to speed control my. He needs this for the Darmanitan. He can't stack this here. He needs to be able to Thunder Wave the Darm to give him the speed control for the Dracozolt. Yeah, he has to switch here. Because he does go into the Jellicent. That's exactly what we wanted to see. So we're going to get in our Primarina here. And Primarina is huge if I can get up a sub. I'm just going to go... I'm going to click sub straight away. Just because he's probably going Dracozolt. He's probably going Dracozolt. Which my Moonblast kills every single time. So if I can get the sub up as he goes Dracozolt, then I can fire off a free Moonblast. His switch-in is only the... It's only the Bronzong. I have a lot of speed on this Primarina just to make sure that if he does have speed investment on this, just in case he was trying to outspeed 0 speed. He does switch, which is really nice. He goes into Flygon. So I'm just going to sub. I think he was trying to sack this here. So I get the sub up. He takes Toxic Chip. He doesn't die in another one, which is really unfortunate. So we're just going to surf here. He dies here. I don't lose anything by surfing, I don't think. Because he can't go back into Jellicent. Yeah, so he does go for the Earthquake, Flygon, Life Orb, Earthquake to my Primarina set. I know it'll break sub. He does about 65% if I didn't have the sub up. So if I subbed there, I maybe could have, maybe I should have subbed there. Tried to bring something else in to Calm Mind up on, but I don't think I should be going for Calm Mind just yet. I know Dracozolt kills me here. I kind of I have to go into Snorlax on the Dracozolt. Snorlax is really only there to fire off Toxics and stuff, so he does go into the Dracozolt. This will tell me a lot about his set, depending on when I go into the Claydol after. Because if I can get a sub up, he struggles to break it, so he's gonna go into the Lipard as I go into my Snorlax. So that's really nice because I can just fire off a Darkest Lariat. I think would be my best play is to just fire off a Darkest Lariat, because he doesn't exactly want anything taking the Darkest Lariat chip. Primarina kills Flygon with Surf. So he's just going to go for the U-turn as I just get off a fat Darkest Lariat. Yeah, nothing really wants to come in on this at all. Because even if Jellicent outspeeds me, I get the Toxic off on it, and he doesn't really want to be taking the Toxic damage. So he's gonna go into the Dracozolt. And this tells me a lot based on the damage he does here. Just because Dracozolt, if he is, let's say he's Choice Scarf, the only way he kills is with Hustle. He has to be Adamant Hustle to guaranteed kill. I'm not going to take any chances of him predicting the... I can't risk him predicting the Claydol to come in at all. I have to go for the Earthquake here. Yeah, he's just going to go for the Bulbig. Yeah, so he is Hustle. I feel like he's definitely Scarfed. So if I get in this, I can get off a Stealth Rocks. I actually outspeed this if he isn't Scarfed, if he's just creeping. So I'm just gonna go for Rocks. He has to switch here. This one's a huge problem, but I feel like I can deal with it if I can have Prim behind a sub. So he's gonna withdraw. He's gonna go back into that. I think I have to go back into Conk and just knock. So I get the rocks up, which is huge. Being able to get those rocks up is really, really nice. Yeah, so Conk is definitely my play. Because if I knock and I manage to catch something else on the switch in, I'm pretty sure I can outspeed. If I can catch the Dracozolt with the knock, if he tries to go for a kill there, maybe? No, he won't go for a kill with that. But yeah, I definitely go out into Conk. Definitely go Conk, because he just U-turns. So if he goes into Dracozolt, I'm just going to click Mach Punch, as that means that he doesn't kill. If I click Mach Punch with the Guts Boost, I do about 36%. With the Guts Boost, he probably goes Jellicent here. But if I Mach Punched, he doesn't kill. Okay, so he goes in the Orbital. He probably Gigantamaxes here. Probably Gigantamaxes here. I don't exactly have an answer to doing that. I just gotta click the knockoff. I don't really have any other play. So he's just gonna go for the raw psychic. He's not even gonna Dynamax yet. So that tells me a lot about his set based purely off that. Yeah, so I think I just go into Darmanitan. And fire off a fat U-turn. I get to scout if he goes for the Gigantamax. Because if he Gigantamaxes and goes for Gravitas, then that means that my Darm can come back in and just spam Earthquake for a little bit. As he doesn't have a switch into that. Nothing on my team really wants to be parried. Yeah, so he does just go for the G-Max. So if he's max HP Dynamax, then my U-turn from Darmanitan should do about a quarter. So this will tell me a lot here. It should do about 25% of his health bar. So it should do about the same as what he just took. Yeah, he's max HP. So we're just gonna go straight into the Corviknight. I don't think Orbeetle gets anything that can actually touch this. From memory, I don't think he has any coverage moves that could touch this. So I can sit here on this. Let me just look. No, it doesn't get any coverage move to touch me. Oh, I'm not bulk up, sorry. I think I just max Steel Spike. I don't know if that kills. So he's max HP if I'm Corviknight G-Max with the Dynamax. My Steel Spike does 20 to 23. I think that's my play because I can get 2 off on this. Which lets me... How much does Dracozolt do to +2? How much does Dracozolt do to +2? Or even +1? If he's Choice Scarf, it's probably Adamant. He's not Dynamax. I'm +1. He does about 50%. Oh, so he is max Phantasm. That's annoying. He's trying to lower my defense. So he has a lot of speed on that Orbeetle too. That Orbeetle has a lot of speed. Actually, I think maybe Wind Rage. No, I don't know if that's the play. Purely because he oh, I guess no speed outspeeds me, yeah. I'm pretty sure no speed. Okay, he does have a little bit of investment, but I'm not sure how much. I'm really not sure how much investment he has. So if I can just keep this at how it is, and Dracozolt comes in. I don't have any boosts. Does about 80%. But if he does come in, I'm just gonna... I think I just go hard into the... So it does go into the Dracozolt. Do I just go hard into Beyblade, predicting... He's going to predict me to go to max guard or something, probably. This is my only play. This is all I can do here. Let's go into Beyblade. Just because I can actually fire off an Earth Power so freely here. He has no switch in. Claydol level 50 versus even Lipard, like that doesn't. Lipard doesn't come in on an Earth Power very happily. Especially not with rocks up on his side of the field now. That's really annoying for him because he keeps taking chip. Because he goes Bronzong. I think he forgot about gravity. That gravity's backfiring on him. So we do hit the Bronzong. Does gravity wear off this turn? No, I think I still got another turn of gravity. Oh no, I don't. Okay. Well, that's good. That's that. I can just get in. I think I get in Prim and click sub. Because I don't think Bronzong can break my sub on Prim. I don't think he breaks Prim's sub. He might. No, he doesn't break Prim's sub unless he's like max special attack. Does he go for Rock Polish? Okay. I'm not too worried about that. It still doesn't threaten me. Yeah, because even with the Rock Polish, he has to be like calm mind to even worry about. For me to even worry about it. It's probably. Oh, he's Charge Beam. That's interesting. That's really annoying too. He got the boost. If he didn't boost, he didn't break my sub. Yeah, if he didn't boost, he didn't break my sub. So he's probably modest. I do about 47%. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I don't know. I can live one of whatever he throws at me anyway. From this range. Oh, he died anyway. Because he doesn't have max. Does he not have max HP? He must be max speed. It's gotta be max speed timid. Yeah, he's max speed timid to outspeed my set. Now, what does he go into? Because if he goes Dracozolt, I think I sub here because he. Well, that's really annoying. So we're just going to move to Showdown, so I'll be back in a minute when we start up from where we finished on Showdown. And we're back. We finally got it after about 4 attempts to get back into where we were. So we've just killed Zong. He probably goes Zolt here. If he goes Zolt, then he probably thinks the Claydol comes in, as I've done that every single time, and I think I just fire off a Moonblast. Just because I don't really have any other play. That's all I can do, really. I basically need to weaken Jelly so that Dom can come in. So maybe I go. So we go Zolt. I'm just gonna fire off the Moonblast. I'm not taking any chances of him Dragon Claw and the Claydol coming in, because it's so obvious that I go Claydol here. It is painfully obvious if I go Claydol. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for Moonblast on the switch in. Okay, so he does just click it. So that's rather annoying, but I think I can just get away with going... How much does Dom do? Darmanitan to Drakazol. If I just Flare Blitz, I do about 50% to no HP Drakazol. But I think I have to U-turn because I think Jellicent isn't 2-hit KO'd by Earthquake. Yeah, no, Jelly's... it might be after Rocks a roll. So I'm just gonna go Dom. I'm just gonna fire an Earthquake straight off. That's all I can do really. There's no way he's max speed here. So yeah, I think I just Earthquake. Earthquake is my play because if I can kill the Jellicent, then I can go into Corv on the T-Wave and just U-turn back out, and I think I win the game at that point. Just because Claydol, because I can U-turn into Claydol, sack the Claydol, get this back in and just Flare Blitz. I need to be able to kill this Jellicent though. I need to be able to kill Jellicent and I need to have the speed to kill Drakazol. So I don't think I sack the yeah, so it does go into the Jelly. I just fire off the Earthquake. Oh, we get the crit. I don't know if that mattered because crit Earthquake did 45 to 54 if he's 196 bold, so I'm not 100% sure if that mattered. So he's gonna go Lipard. I'm just gonna go into Corviknight. Because if he does just U-turn, then that means he has to sack something to the Dom. So I think what that allows me to do, is I go into Corviknight here, he goes for the Thunder Wave. I just roost here on the U-turn I think, or I could try and slow pivot. No, I think I roost in case he knocks, because if he knocks here I don't think he ever kills. Don't think he kills Max. Yeah, he does go into the Drakazol, but that's fine. I'm just gonna go into Claydol because he's been yeah. So I'm just gonna go into Claydol. I'm just gonna fire off the Earth Power because if he does go into Lipard, okay, so he's not Scarf, so that's huge. So we kill the Zolt, and that's the game. That is our game to win. There's nothing he can do about this now. He just doesn't break Corviknight with the Lipard. His set just doesn't break it. So I'm just gonna go for the Earth Power. He probably kills here with Knock, yeah. There's no point in trying to save Diff. So I think my play is to not risk getting parried on, just because Corviknight G-Max versus Lipard, if he's not max HP, which based on, I haven't really done any chip damage to it, so either way, Brave Bird does a lot. Yeah, he just doesn't kill. So he knocks off the Heavy Ball, that's fine. I'm just gonna roost here because we're not taking any chances. Okay, so he roosted with a Lipard, that's fine, because I just did 88%. So GG to Jorge, that was an absolutely amazing game. All his links will be in the description below, and I'll see you guys next week for week 6 with hopefully no disconnects, but you can never be too sure.